Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Inside the Studio. I'm Cameron Lewis, and today we're going to be testing the SAPHUE Vintage Overdrive pedal, not only as an overdrive, but as a boost for your high gain amplifiers. I will be using the clean channel on my Joyo Meteor that I demoed in the last video, and the signal chain is going to be my BC Rich Warlock. I have EMG 81 in the neck, 85 in the neck, 81 in the bridge. Sorry, got it backwards there. And that's going to go to the SAPHUE, which for right now it's actually running through the SAPHUE. It's not on. It's going into the clean channel of the Joyo, which is then going to my Fender vertical 4x12 cabinet here, and I have the Vintage 30 mic'd up with an SM57. So let's test out the clean on the Joyo, see how it sounds. For that I'll be using a slightly lighter pick, 0.6 millimeter instead of my 0.88 millimeter that I normally use for heavy picking. So here we go. That's the right chord. See, and a benefit of forgetting which chord comes next is I'm not going to get copyright striked for that one. All right, let's try some clean lead here. All right, now let's kick that overdrive on and see how that sounds. By the way, all of the settings on the Joyo, except for the volume, are at 12 o'clock. Volume is at about 10 o'clock. All the settings on the SAPHUE are at 12 o'clock, and that includes drive, volume, and tone. So, let's try the same thing we just did, okay? Alright, so from my vantage point that doesn't sound too good because I still haven't bypassed that one really fuzzy kind of blown speaker yet, but I'm pretty sure on the microphone side through the Vintage 30 it sounds really good. So next we're going to go ahead and test this out as a boost on the Joyo. Let me get that switched out and I'll be right back. Alright, let's go ahead and see how this sounds as a boost. The settings on the Joyo are still the same, I just switched over to the overdrive channel. However, on the SAPHUE, I brought the drive all the way down and then back just a hair, and then the volume I did the same thing, all the way up and then back just a hair. Well, not the same thing, in the opposite direction, because that's what you're supposed to do. How else are you going to boost it? So, for that, I'm going to switch out my orange pick here for my green one that is 0.88 millimeters, better for heavier picking, and I have no clue what I'm going to play. I'm just going to wing it like I always do. Here we go. Now that's with the boost engaged. Let me turn around, turn it off, and be right back. Here it is without. All right. Huge difference there. For one, the boost actually does tighten up the low end, and it also adds a lot more gain because we're literally pushing more signal through that little preamp tube. So next, I'm actually going to test it as a boost on the Windsor. That's right. That's going to be a lot louder, so I am going to have to be a little more careful with the master volume because I do have neighbors and I don't want to piss them off. And this is literally... This room is right at the corner of the house, so yeah, everybody can hear it. We'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. Now I am plugged into the high gain channel on my PV here. So all of the EQ, presence, and resonance knobs are set at 12 o'clock, which is pointed right at 6 on these. However, I have the preamp volume up to 8, and the master volume is sitting right at 1. Now I do not have the boost button pushed in that little thing right there, mainly because I want to show you what this is like using the pedal as a boost. So first, let me play without the pedal turned on, okay? Ooh, gotta turn that volume up on the guitar. Here we go. Yeah. So that's how this sounds. It is kind of voiced like a Marshall JCM, but I will get to that in a later video. I will demo it. And once again, BC Rich, I'm actually using the bridge pickup this time. So let me go ahead and turn the pedal on, and we'll see just how much it affects the tone. Ooh. Ooh. It's a whiny boy. Okay. So we're going to play that same riff and see how it sounds boosted, alright? Oh yeah. A lot more gain, a lot tighter, and that is with the power setting knob set to class AB, which is supposedly full power. It doesn't change the power setting on the amp at all. It still puts out full power when you switch it over to class A. It's just a little spongier, and so we're going to test that, see if we can make it spongy and then not as spongy, what kind of tones we can get out of that. So I'm going to switch that over right now. Class A, the texture knob, that's what it is. And we'll turn the pedal off. Same riff. Alright, now let's turn the pedal on. There we go. Alright, so that is the SAPHUE Vintage Overdrive being used as both an overdrive pedal and as a boost pedal. And I gotta say, for 20 bucks, that's after shipping, it's well worth it. I did order this from AliExpress. I will include a link down in the description because I do that for everything I do. Give me 1 second. Let me make it a little quieter in here. Alright. So, if you want to buy this pedal, I will include the link to AliExpress's page or whatever for this. They do have multiple different kinds of pedals, and at some point I do plan on testing quite a few of them. So until then, well, not until then, stay tuned. I will have another product demo next week. It is most likely going to be this amp right here. In fact, it is going to be that amp right there. And yeah, we'll put it through its paces, see what kind of sounds we can get out of it. Till then, stay tuned. And oh yeah, don't forget to check out my Patreon. There I am, pretty much telling you guys, hey, sign up. It's $5 a month. A lot of you guys pay less than that for Netflix. And you can also sign up for my spend a buck, give a fuck campaign. What that is that'll make it to where I can drop the F-bomb on here and not have to worry about getting demonetized, because YouTube does that. And yes, I did steal that directly from Glenn Fricker at SMG Media, because, well, yeah. Yeah. So, $5 a month. You get to see all the cool stuff that I demo, plus you'll automatically be entered for my giveaway. Once a month, I will give away one of the pieces of gear that I demo on here. I do have to wait until I get, people subscribing to that so that I can afford to buy the pedal, demo it, and then send it to somebody. However, if you just want to comment on the video, that'll get you entered for it, because unfortunately, Patreon won't let me just give stuff away to my patrons. So, if you comment on the video of the piece of gear that's being demoed when I say I'm giving this one away, then you will be entered for that giveaway. However, patrons are automatically entered. They don't have to comment, but it does help to show your support. So yes, comment, subscribe, subscribe to my Patreon, all of this stuff. So I'll include a link for that in the description as well, just like on all the rest of my videos. So yeah, stay tuned. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this.